Heartiest welcome to Global Talk Show by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. And today from UK, we have an amazing guest, John McDonald. Welcome, John, to our show. It's been a great privilege hosting you today.
Thank you very much for having me. It's good to be here. Look forward to the show.
Well, before I take a deep dive in my lovely journey with John, let me apprise of John. He is a great personality. He is doing wonders. He's a speaker, entrepreneur, coach, and a disability functional consultant. You can see his background that says Eagle Wings Consultancy that we are going to talk about in this lovely journey. So why delay? Without any pause, I would love to hear, John, your incredible journey, which is going to inspire millions today who all are watching live.
Thank you. So it's where to start. Well, my background, I've worked in healthcare for the past 20 years, and I've always worked in specialized areas, so neurosurgical high dependency, and I work for an organization called Marie Curie, which specializes in palliative care and end-of-life care. And I've done that, and then in 2016 I was diagnosed with bowel cancer and fluid on the brain, which is very interesting that both the diagnosis relate directly to where I've worked, which has been helpful for me. The bowel cancer was dealt with purely by surgery and didn't need any chemotherapy or radiotherapy. But then I had the brain surgery, and when they drained the fluid off my head, they filled my head with air. So I tell people officially I'm an airhead. But then I ended up having more fits and being ventilated on intensive care, with my family being prepared for the worst. And obviously I've come around from that, and I've been left with just a few deficits, such as fatigue and balance issues. And I've had to sort of change and look at what I can do work-wise and where I'm going, and that's got me to where I am today.
This is really, when anybody will hear about surgery and health issues, they'll just get shattered, But John, the way you told about your great journey and incredible and inspiring, because health is wealth. And there we say it's really inspiring. Yes, you moved on in your journey and still you're moving on. So this is really great to know. And yes, I do agree, when health is really a little bit shattered, our confidence gets shattered. But in your life journey, John, I can say only one thing, that you hold on and you just keep moving on and on, on and on. And there you prove that, yes, it can be a great journey when you have confidence, when you have everything in life. So thank you so much for this lovely answer. And I will say only one thing to you. In this journey, I am sure there will be a lot of challenges in life. So what kind of challenges you had faced, John, in your journey, in your professional career? And that will give more confidence to our listeners too.
I think initially for me, the first challenges I had was learning who I was post-brain injury and not making some of the connections between fatigue and my brain injury, and coming to terms with the point of, yes, I have a disability. Once I come to that helped me overcome a lot of my challenges. So one of the things I was experiencing was, when I'm fatigued, I can sometimes be a bit clumsy and I maybe spill a cup of tea. After the brain injury, until initially I was like, what's happening? Why can't I even make a cup of tea now? Whereas once I realized that it was the fatigue, and I was fatigued, that's why I was struggling. It was like, aha. And because I made that connection, it meant that I can put coping strategies in. So this is what's helped me overcome things, is I've put coping strategies to make sure that I manage my fatigue. And I have some balanced issues, so I make sure that I've got what I call touch points around wherever I go. So I do it so casual now, you just think I'm casually leaning against something and being very chilled out, but actually I'm just centering my balance. So I've learned over time to put these simple coping strategies in that make a huge difference. And that's one of the things I like to point out to people is sometimes when we have difficulties, the difficulty in itself initially may seem quite difficult, huge to overcome, but actually sometimes it's the small changes, the small things that make the big impact. So just a small change managing my fatigue, making sure I have rest, making sure I have regular breaks, really makes a big difference, because then I function properly in my head, I function properly as me, I'm not as tired, I'm not clumsy. So all these little things start to be less when I actually manage my fatigue. Quite simply having the balance points very easily done, but it means then I'm not worrying about, am I feeling dizzy or am I not? And they're very, very small changes that are easily implemented. And so they'd be my main challenges, is finding out how to overcome things. And then once I have, it's like, well, let's put coping strategies in and asking for help. I think that's the biggest thing is, if I let people know what my issues are, then I get the help and support that I need. And that makes the everything a lot easier.
Awesome one. This is really great, John, when you said about the challenges. Sometimes in life, we all face, most of the time, we all are facing challenges. Some people give the term problems, and some people say, yes, this is a part of the life, and life means to move on with a lot of challenges. And John, what I believe from your life, it's getting reflected that in every challenges you found a golden opportunity hidden, and how you moved on and on in life. So that's defined a complete life, and that's defined a very inspiring life from your journey. And I'm sure people watching our show today, they are going to get a lot of inspiration from your life. Your life only says only one thing: to move on in any situation, to move on with any health condition. And that's what you did, John. So I really congratulate you and appreciate you, your strength, your inner courage, and your determination to move on in life. Hats off to you, John. Great one.
Thank you. And that's one of the things I like to do now, is to be solution focused. I find a lot when it comes to working with disabilities, quite often issues and challenges are put forward, but then where's the solutions? Where's the other side of that equation? So when I do posts on LinkedIn, things like I do things about noise sensitivity, which is another symptom of the brain injury. Rather than just say I'm noise sensitive, I'm like, I'm noise sensitive, but here's a simple solution. In an office environment, have quiet keyboards. Benefits me, benefits the whole office. And I'm sure we all sometimes don't like the of keyboards all the time. So it's these, again, very simple solutions that can make such a big difference. So I'm constantly looking to innovate and do things. And this is why I created Eagle's Wings Consultancy, because I found staying in employment with a hidden disability can be a little bit challenging. So I set up the business to help other organizations understand hidden disabilities.
This is great one. And yes, that's what we can say, and that's what we can see, and all my global audience can watch that. Well, John, moving to this beautiful journey of global talk show, now I talk about your background that shows Eagle's Wings Consultancy. So, John, kindly enlighten us what kind of a job you are into, and how Eagle's Wings Consultancy people can leverage a lot of knowledge, a lot of work from your consultancy. So it would be great to know that.
So I'm a disability consultant, so I help organizations understand hidden disabilities, and more importantly, how to engage with those who have hidden disabilities. So I do things like informal team talk sessions where I can be with organizations, and we start talking about language. What language can you use if you've ever wanted to speak to somebody with a disability? Then, what an opportunity. I use my own disability, so I don't put anybody on the hook and feel uncomfortable. So it's opening up those conversations. Train disability champions. So one of the things with hidden disabilities is it's great when organizations start to make changes, but having a disability champion within the organization ensures that that culture stays there and that continues to develop. I help with policies. I've got a disability disclosure form, which is especially when you're applying for jobs, when and how do you disclose a disability? So this quite clearly sets it out as a template. But it's also been used in a leisure setting. I had one lady who was going on a trek. She hadn't disclosed her disability. I had a bit of chat with her, and she said, well, I'm on this trek, what do I do now? So we used the disability disclosure form, and she gave it to the trek doctor, and she said it was brilliant because trek doctor was give her all the support that she needed there and then, and she was able to do what she needed to do on the trek and enjoyed that as well. So it can be used in many different circumstances. And then things like, as you see in my background, it has a little bit about how I may stop and pause because my brain's processing things. I also have these as little cards, sort of business size cards to hand out. And it just means, again, it's being able to come up with practical solutions in the workplace to help people engage with disabilities and make sure we've got this diversity within the workforce.
This is amazing, John. And I must say, only and only one thing, that's what I can get from your inspiring journey is when we talk about disability, people say with this, we can't move forward. But I can say, John, on this platform, when I'm hosting you, disability is not, you can say, a stoppage in your career, in your life. If you have the correct determination, the correct courage, and the most important thing, that passion, that burning desire to move forward in life, I think no disability can stop your way, because you have to move forward no matter how many challenges you had faced. And still I can see in your background, and that says my brain is processing information due to my neurological condition. It might take me longer to process information, and that you have not made, as you can say, as a stoppage, as a road blockage, or as your weakness. I can say you converted all your weakness into strength. And that's what I can give message to my global audience today. Always convert your weakness into strength. And that's the beautiful example you can see in John's life. And a positive message from John's life, you can take, you can imbibe in your life too. So keep moving forward. And I must request all the people who wants to consult Eagle Swings Consultancy, you can find with John. John is there on LinkedIn. He's there on social media. You can connect with him and you can leverage the power of consultancy and the power of work which John is doing. So awesome, John. You are doing a fabulous job. And I really, really appreciate your strength, your determination. Keep going, keep rocking. Hats up to you once again. Awesome one.
Thank you. And yes, I'd be happy to hear from anybody who needs any support with hidden disabilities in the workplace or even personal support. I always say you lose nothing with a cup of tea and a chat. So I'm always happy to engage with people. And what my vision is to have a community, a workplace, an environment where making adaptations for disabilities isn't a thing that's done every now and then, but is an everyday occurrence, so it's accepted and it's something that we know how to do and something that we do on a daily basis, so that the disabilities become inclusive, not only in the workplace, but eventually through into greater society as well.
Exactly. Doable. Well, John, that's the journey of your incredible journey, your challenges and your work. And now come the most important question about your mission and vision. And everybody is waiting to listen to John's dream, John's mission. So kindly enlighten to our global audience, what is your mission, vision and dream?
My mission and dream is to enable people with disabilities to feel confident and competent in the workplace, and to encourage employers to have the diversity of people with hidden disabilities in the workplace. So I have the saying of turning disabled to enabled is more than a statement. It's a mindset that brings positive outcomes.
That's really great one. And yes, mission and vision, I do agree, that give you a proper goal, a proper orientation of your dreams. And that all I can say, John, that your dreams are going to manifest it, your vision, your mission, you're going to accomplish it. And that's, you can say, a lot of laurels, a lot of success in your way are going to come. So thank you so much for this loveliest answer. You have inspired today millions, and you have touched millions today. And people who are going to watch this video, or they are watching us live, they are going to imbibe their life with a lot of enthusiasm, positivity, and a lot of courage. So many today have lost due to their disability, or there's any weakness. So they are going to say only one thing: John has inspired us today, and they will move on in their life. So thank you so much, John. And before I say goodbye to you and to my lovely audience, John, everybody is waiting for your powerful message today.
My powerful message today would be, whatever your disability, whether it be visible or hidden, there's always solutions we can do. Asking for help and getting the support, and working together, we can achieve great things.
Awesome one. And this is going to again inspire people with this short, crisp, and a very super powerful message. So thank you so much once again, John, for coming to our show and enlightening this beautiful journey with a lot of positivity, with a lot of, you can say you were sending positive vibes across the globe today. So thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a pleasure being here.
And how can I forget my lovely audience who are always with us? So keep loving us constantly and consistently. Until then, stay happy, hale and hearty. Bye-bye for now.